When you read the book of Ephesians chapter 6 from verse 11, 12 downwards, one of the things you are going to find out is the spiritual warfare that Paul is talking about. When Paul was talking about the spiritual warfare that is going on in the life of every believer, in the life of whoever believes in Christ Jesus, Paul says, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Then in verse 12, he says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers. Let me just explain this. When Paul talks about our struggle against the rulers, the question is, according to Paul, what was he talking about when he talked about rulers? Was he talking about rulers, these rulers in the world? Or was he talking about a spiritual force, a spiritual power, which is the devil himself, who is behind these physical rulers that we see as humans? Let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, rulers in the spiritual world, okay, they are not like demons. They are not spirits. They are not demons, sorry. These are spiritual forces, okay, with their spiritual bodies. They are not like demons. Demons are disembodied spirits, okay? But these rulers, as Paul talks about them, they are really different, okay? And when they want to rule a territory, what they do, because they cannot come to rule that territory physically, okay, what they are going to do is to negotiate with the humans, okay? And the moment they negotiate with a human being becomes a conduit or a channel, a medium through which this spiritual force, this evil power, okay, it's going to reign or rule this territory through that individual. This is what exactly happens. The moment these rulers or these spiritual forces, they negotiate with a human being, and a human being accepts, okay, to work with them, to be their conduit, to be their channel, their medium, through which these rulers, okay, spiritual forces, and these are the forces that fell with Lucifer. They have their own bodies, spiritual bodies. They are not like demons, okay? As I have said, that demons are disembodied spirits. So what they do is to negotiate. After negotiating, they use that individual, that person, to rule that territory. And this is what they do. The moment they capture power, okay, and that individual has certain things that he must do in order to achieve, okay, that territory, in order to get that territory, by being supported and empowered by these spiritual forces, which humans don't see and can't see with their own eyes. And the moment these people achieve, okay, these territories, after they have, okay, involved into nasty things, okay, which I cannot mention here at this moment. And let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, the moment they do that, rulers, their legislators, they make laws the moment they capture that territory, okay, that area. They make their own rules and regulations